Have you ever tried to be normal while always knowing you were different? Me too. Hello, you beautiful misfits. Okay, what do we have for today? Well, we've just finished the Global Foundation class here in Mexico City. I hope you were on it. If not, it was amazing. And two of the new, they're going to be the big processes that we've been talking about, is these things called presumptive realities and needs of reactive realities. Presumptive realities, what's that? Well, basically when you presume what reality is, and then that's all that can exist, that's all you can go for. Sound familiar? And then the needs of reactive realities is basically your need for a reaction with everything. So you notice when you interact with somebody, and if they don't react in a certain way, then you won't actually receive them. Well, how much do we do that in our lives? So basically you want to be using these bad boys with everything. But you know, one thing I realized for me was I had presumptive realities with what I would and wouldn't ask for. Let me give you an example. One of the things that showed up for me today was I got to swim with whales. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. But I've been asking for this for years, but it was more asking from this, I'd really love to swim with whales, but it's probably not going to happen. Until a couple of weeks ago when I started really changing my point of view about what I could and couldn't ask for. And it was a real acknowledgement for me today. So my question for you guys is, how many presumptive realities do you have with what you can and cannot ask for? 8 billion, everything that is, times the Godzillion, where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. And what I've learned over many years is when I'm willing to follow the energy of my life and follow the energy and actually ask for the things that match the energy of the life that I'd like to have. Like if you'd like to have an energy, if you'd like to have your life and living, you'd like to have your future of more lightness, more joy, more possibilities, more, more of that sense of you and way less of everything that doesn't match that, then you have to be willing to ask for the things that are going to match that energy. So how much do you have this presumptive reality that you could never have a life that was that much ease, that much joy, that much glory, that much just you? Everything that is times the Godzillion, where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. And then what we do is you'll ask for the things, even if you're not cognitively asking for them, we'll ask for the things that energetically match our presumptive realities. So once again, it's all that can show up. Well, what if you had no presumptive realities? What would you ask for then? What if you truly had a blank canvas? You could ask for anything, but truly ask for it and truly know that your request was what created the possibility of it showing up in your world. Everything that is times the Godzillion, where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads, beyonds. Now here's the thing with this. If you're hearing me say this and you're like, piss off, like can't be that easy. How many presumptive realities do you have with how easy it can and cannot be? You see how this works now? It's starting to make sense? Everything that is times a Godzillion, where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. And how many needs of reactive realities do you have with how, to prove to you how things can and cannot show up? Well, that reacted to me in a certain way, so that proves I'm going on the right direction. Or that wasn't the right reaction, so I'm going the wrong direction. Everything that is times a Godzillion, where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. So this is going to take a little bit of work. And by work, I mean a little bit of being present with the stuff that shows up in your life and asking, okay, how many presumptive realities and needs of reactive realities do I have creating this? Everything that is times a Godzillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. So let me do a couple now. How many presumptive realities and needs of reactive realities do you have creating the issues with your body, with money, with your relationships, with what you can and cannot choose, with what you've decided you need to get right? with what you've decided is wrong. Everything that is times a godzillion where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. You know, the other thing I realized too was how many presumptive realities that I was noticing I had with what magic is and what a miraculous life is. What I could and couldn't ask for miracles with. What if you could truly ask for a miracle with everything? And what if it didn't have to show up a certain way, but it could show up as anything? Everything that is, everything that doesn't allow that, times a godzillion, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. Oh man, I'm asking for way more miracles, and I'm inviting you to ask for way more miracles. Like, I'm talking kind of brushing your teeth kind of miracles. Like, I'm asking for a miracle with everything. Once again, if that kind of pisses you off and you're like, you can't ask for miracles with everything because that's not possible. How many presumptive realities do you have about what you can and cannot ask for miracles with? Everything that is, times the godzillion where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. Oh man, what if life was truly a magical thing for you? What if you asked for it? What if you could truly begin to ask for that now? Yes, please. All right, my beautiful friends. I hope to see you somewhere around this beautiful world, and I hope this was a contribution. Remember, how many presumptive realities, how many needs of reactive realities do I have connected to this? Do I have creating this? And am I using that don't allow this to change? Everything that is, times a godzillion, where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. And while we're at it, how many presumptive realities do you have with how change shows up? What change looks like? What you need to do in order to create it? Everything that is, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. There you go. That's a lot of right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds from me. Goodbye, my beautiful friends.